Here's my outdoor breaker box. I'm gonna turn the main power off to the house and the garage, and then ultimately the switch I'm gonna be replacing out here. I got a power switch out in the yard, an outlet to power some stuff. So this is the main disconnect. Turn it off. And I go ahead and shut everything else off too while I'm at it. I want to make sure there's no power. But this is the outside terminal main shut off. Outside to the GFCI I'm going to replace. As you can see, this has got no power lights on. The reset button, the test button, doesn't work any longer. Switch has gone bad. The outlet. So I picked up a new outlet, went down to True Value. About $20 for a new GFCI. This is a 15 amp. So you're going to need a pair of wire strippers. I got a Phillips and regular screwdriver. Shouldn't need much more than that. The screws and everything should be in the box to go ahead and replace with the new box. So like I said before, make sure your power's shut off. I already turned off the power to the terminal. So first step will be to take these two screws out, and I'll take this cover off. Okay. Take those two screws out, and then this cover comes off. There's an insulation strip in there too. So then you expose the outlet itself. So same thing, you got a screw here and a screw on the bottom. You gotta take those two screws out. All right, so once those are out, your outlet will come out. So you got your white neutral line coming in, you got your black power wire, hot line, and then on the bottom you have your copper for your ground. So sometimes they're screwed into the side, like these are, and on the back they also have these punch pins. So depending on where they're at, you can take them out either way. The punch pins, this one's a little different. Usually they have a little slot here for a Phillips screw or a regular screwdriver. You can stick in and that'll loosen up the hole, and then you can pull the wire out. This one doesn't have those. It actually tightens down on the inside. So you stick your line in there and then tighten them down on this side. Or you can do like this application. They made the little loop and they stuck this wire through and then tightened them down. So I'm gonna unloosen those and then take the wires off. It's neutral. Hot line, power. And ground. Okay. That takes your box out. So new box, same concept, a little different layout. Just got the test and stuff in a different spot. But you can see the same thing. There's your lines in the back. This one actually tells you what color. So there's the white on the right side and hot line on the left side. So it's that white, that's your neutral. On this side here it says hot. But in general it really doesn't matter, because you're running a single line on this one. This was a single line application, so it doesn't really matter. You can put the white and the black on either side and then just connect your ground. Oh, there it is, and there's the ground. So green's the ground. All right, so let's wire this back up. Since it does have the codes on it, I'll go ahead and do it that way. So when you're putting these lines back in, you gotta remember to go the way the screw is going to tighten down on the line. It's like this one here. You want the hook of the wire to go around, so when you tighten the screw down to the right clockwise, it'll tighten against the wire itself. See how this is running in and goes to the right? So when you tighten the screw down to the right, it's going to pinch down on that wire and pull it around to tighten. Don't go the opposite direction, because when you tighten down, the wire will scoot out. Okay, so there's the hot line. On the other side, you have the neutral line. There you go. Same concept. Make sure you go the direction that it's going to screw in. So when you tighten it down, you want it to go to the right. And tighten down against the wire. Okay. And then the same thing with the copper. The bare wire, your ground wire. You want it to do the same thing. Going against it. You want it to tighten down to the right. So it tightens down on it. It'll pull that right around and tighten up. There you go. So there's the ground. Neutral wires hooked up, and on the other side is your hot line. So turn this little around so it's sitting in the right direction. And then we're going to fold our wires back up into the box. You're going to line your screws back up with the screw holes on the box. So there's the hole in the box. Put your screw into that. And then tighten those all down. There you go. Now you put your insulator cover back on. And then your box cover goes on top of that. Notice the cover is facing the other direction now. It doesn't really matter which direction. When I first showed you, the lid opened this way. Now it just opens this way. So same difference. All right, so now that the box is all put back together, the wires are in. There's the new GFCI outlet. We'll go turn the power back on at the box, and then we'll come back and check it and see if this works. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, 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 hi. Okay, so here we are back out at the main disconnect. Had everything shut off where we was plugging in the outlet. So now we've got to turn everything back on. So turn the main service on, and then the other breakers. So now everything should have power again. So now we'll go back and check the outlet for power. Okay, we got the power back on out at the service box. So now we'll come out here and we'll look at our new outlet that we installed. So here's the new outlet. You can see it does have power. Those little red lights on. It might be orange, it might be red, but it is saying replace the flashing, but that's telling you that the power is on. So it's also needs reset. It's been probably from where it was brought over, however it was from the factory. It's in the reset mode. But we do have power, which is. I brought my little charger box out here. So if it's got power, it'll start charging my battery. Let's go ahead and plug this in. Okay. See, no power. So it's in test mode. So hit the reset button on the GFCI outlet. There you go. Now I got power. So that turned off the switch button. So now the outlet's working and it's powering. So said, if you do hit the test button, it is going to kick off the outlet as well. So if somebody comes through, or if it trips, so the red light comes on, that means it's not getting service. So you just hit the reset button, and that turns it back into the on position. So now you're ready to go again. So I hope this helps. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and good luck. If you don't feel comfortable doing electrical work, get a professional. No sense in getting yourself electrocuted or shocked or killed. But yeah, this is just a general overview to show you how to change a outlet on a GFCI. Thank you.